What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we got some big news on the Nightwave today, and yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised with this news of how quickly this Nightwave season is ending. So we'll be going over that announcement, and also we do have the drops for Gamescom today on my live stream, so come on, stop at the live stream. I'll be live right after this video goes up, and we'll be live reacting to the new trailers and announcements. You get the Baza normal, the Castle War normal, and an armor set just by watching my stream. So let's get right into the announcement. But before we do, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, strategy guides, build videos, news videos, all that kind of stuff. You're in the right place for Warframe content. Thanks for all the support in the recent videos, guys. Okay, so here's the announcement. We have the new... Well, actually, there's no announcement of the new Nightwave. Let's just put it in perspective like that. I think that we might actually... the missing part of this announcement, but what we have today is that we have the end date for the announcement, but not the start date for the new Nightwave. But the current Nightwave season is going to end on September 3rd, guys, at 1 p.m. ET. Now, as far as a new Nightwave season, there is not been an announcement yet, but DE is going to be at Gamescom, so there might be an announcement maybe on the Gamescom stream, maybe, if we're lucky, but probably not. So, yeah. It's up in the air when the new Nightwave will start, but usually about, like, within the week, you'll have a new Nightwave, because this is on a Tuesday, September 3rd at 1 p.m. ET. It's on a Tuesday, it's exactly 2 weeks from today, and that's basically what DE does. They'll tell us exactly 2 weeks from the end date for the Nightwave when it's ending, basically, and they did do that. So, as far as this Nightwave season, if you have not played, like, at all this Nightwave season, is it worth signing in to get this stuff? I'm going to sadly say for this Nightwave season, no, it's not. It's actually... probably one of the more underwhelming Nightwave seasons overall, because the loot is just not that great. But it's showing us some of the exclusive loot here. You have the Glaive Daybreak Skin at level 2, so not very hard to get, but also not very worth using. It's just a kind of the Glaive skin that has like a energy effect on it. I guess you could say that. There's like this glowing energy effect. If you want that, I guess, but yeah, it's only level 2, thankfully. Some of the level 30 stuff is definitely not as worth as just getting a level 2 easy thing like that. So you got that one. Just with the Daybreak Vanquished banner, pretty much just the Vanquished banner, but with like that, I guess I'd say sun design, like sun theme design, like a lot of the other gear from this Nightwave season. Yeah, just a side at the end of the day that doesn't look too great. The Korra glyph is probably exclusive to this, but it's just a Korra glyph. Now this Cedo skin, I do like this Cedo skin. I will say I like the Cedo skin, but yeah, as far as, you know, like, oh man, is it worth getting 13 levels of Nightwave for this? Of course not. It's just a Cedo skin. And it doesn't make the Cedo look very different, and there's other Cedo skins in the game, so yeah. If you want a free one, I guess, and you want to do 13 levels, sure. It looks okay. I don't really use it, though, to be honest. There's other Cedo skins that I use over that. Now, here's where the first actual consideration is. Yeah, clip Delegation for the Sobek. I've made videos on this, and long story short is that it's definitely worth the mod slot to use this mod on the Kuva Sobek and maybe even the normal Sobek, as long as you're not using acid shells. For the acid shells augment that pretty much everyone uses the Sobek for, this is not good for the acid shells build. It's good for like a crit build, or good for like a status focus build, where not every mod is there to buff up acid shells. Like the builds I usually use are every mod is to buff up acid shells, basically. This is not really buff acid shells that much. That being said, if you are using the Sobek as a normal weapon, like on Ivara or whoever, this can give you like hundreds of extra % multi-shot, which is pretty good. And I didn't use this when I used the Sobek for level 10,000, but this could be used for level 10,000 as well, although I don't think it really needs it. So I probably didn't make it sound too great there. It's not a must-have mod. There's actually other Sobek mods I recommend over this, like Acid Shells, but if you want to try it out, this is the only way to get it, and you will not be able to get it in any other way until the next Nightwave season comes back, and maybe they'll bring it back. But I highly doubt it. This one's still brand new. They'll probably bring back like Sentient Surge next season, though, I'd assume, with the Nightwave store. Nightwave Credit Offering store. So yeah, the first maybe it's worth it is level 15, but it's only if you are really bored. You want to try out some new mods. Because there's other mods that are more worth it, but they're going to be higher level than this one. Moving on to the next exclusive rewards, you got the Nucor Daybreak Skin. So I like this one quite a bit, but I'm not using the Nucor as much nowadays as I used to. I'm using things like the Epitaph, the Compressa, even the Cycron I'm using more than the Nucor nowadays. But not saying it is not really still good. It really is still good, but it probably could have used like an augment mod from this season. Maybe instead of the Sobek augment, made a Nucor augment or something. But yeah, it looks good. It's you'll get it along the way if you're trying to get some of the rewards I recommend at higher levels. And yeah, it's the only place you can get it technically is right here. We got some Kubrau Daybreak Gene Masking Kit. Gonna really be up to you if you want purple, yellow, and pink with the Kubrau, and the fur pattern is... It's a little... I don't like the fur pattern too much, to be honest, but hey, it is unique. And then as far as the... Okay, so here we go. This is the actual reward I'd say that maybe might be worth grinding out this night if you haven't already. Photon Overcharge for the Galaxian. We do have the Tenant Galaxian now, which is like a mini Cold Amprex. It will chain to nearby enemies. And what this does is it makes you... Well, first off, you get increased crit damage, so it doesn't feel as bad to replace like Vital Sense with this. And on kill or assist, select enemies have increased chance to drop energy orbs per cold proc on them. So the Corrosive Cold build with the Magnetic Galaxian, they are very, very debuffed. They're also frozen, and they have an increased chance of dropping orbs for you, which is pretty helpful on some frames, like, you know, Chroma, Cedo, you know, whatever frame needs energy. So this one is probably the reason you would grind, guys. This right here... Photon Overcharge. So if you don't like the Tenant Galaxian, you probably haven't tried it yet, honestly. If you do like the Tenant Galaxian, you don't have this already, I'm surprised. But yeah, it is worth running on some builds of the Tenant Galaxian. I don't run it on a non-cold build, obviously. But remember, too, the Tenant Galaxian does have built-in cold in addition to whatever element you pick on there. So, yeah, this could be great. I use it quite often. It is technically less damage than Vital Sense, but the extra orbs, I think, does make up for that difference right there. About 18% orb drop per fully cold proc enemy, because I think it caps at 9 still. Yeah, great mod, and you will not be able to get this unless you grind this out. This will be gone for probably at least a year, I'd say, at the very least. So, yeah. Moving on, the rest of this stuff is actually not as important. You have an emote right here, and I'm assuming this emote will only be available here. It's like the Speed Rep Bomb Charge Up emote. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't end up using this as much as I thought I would. But I always forget it exists, so I should be using this more than I do. It is an exclusive emote to this level up, so I guess it could be another reward that you could possibly want to grind out here, but yeah. I don't know, I don't really use emotes as much in Mission, so it's kind of hard to notice. And for your level 30 reward, this is why I call this one really underwhelming, the Daybreak Armor Set. I just never thought this looked very good, honestly. I like the old armor sets of the previous season, like the Ice Shards and like the Fire Cyandana. This is kind of boring to me, so yeah, it's a little bit bulky. This shoulder armor is just bad to me. Like, I don't think that looks good at all. Leg armor is kind of whatever, and chest pieces, no one really uses chest pieces anyway, so yeah. Not the best armor set. I'd say maybe stop at level 26 if you want to, or maybe stop at level like 29 to get your Umbra Forma. This armor set, you're probably not going to even use it that much. I know I haven't used it like at all since I equipped it once to see how it looks after the preview. But yeah, that's going to be your Nightwave announcement, guys. There's going to be ending the Nightwave in about 13 days, and there is no announcement for the next season, but you know I'll be on top of it, knowing when they will come out. And yeah, there'll probably be a new Nightwave season before the end of the week. So you're looking at the this Nightwave season ending on the 3rd of September. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the next Nightwave season will be active before the weekend. So I'd say maybe on the 3rd we get another Nightwave season. If not, maybe like Thursday. Like, give it 2 days, because they don't really go that long without there being a Nightwave season, because new players do need that stuff. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So what that means for you, use your Nora creds before this goes away, guys. If you have like 800 Nora creds like me, use them before this goes away, or they will be a lot less useful. Like, even though the Kuva is not a good rate, just get a bunch of Kuva if you have to. Use these Nora creds, because if you don't use them, they're only sellable for normal credits after this goes away. So keep that in mind. You got some decent things this week. You got... Actually, the aura mods are pretty bad this week, and honestly, so are the Conclave Augment mods. And you can't sell the Ceramic Dagger, so yeah, maybe hold on to your stuff for now. Maybe next week, look for a good Nightwave store. You got about 2 of them left, because this Nightwave store is kind of bad for reselling stuff. Maybe Energy Siphon, I suppose. But yeah, I'll see you guys right now on stream. We go live right after this video goes up, with the drops and all that stuff, and I will see you again with another video tomorrow, and I appreciate the support, guys. Hopefully Gamescom's got some announcements for Warframe. Nightwave season ends in 13 days. Get your Nora creds turned in, get your stuff grinded out if you want to get that Photon Overcharge mod or whatever else you think is useful to you, and I will see you guys very soon. Take it easy, guys. Peace!